Hi, I'm Sheppard from the Sheppard Method Pilates Studio in Los Angeles, California, and I'd like to show a movement exercise that was first brought to me by Ron Fletcher, who brought Pilates over from New York back in the 60s. He believed a lot in movement as opposed to just exercise, and so I want us to keep in mind that the body is in motion throughout the whole thing as we keep all the principles of Pilates in mind as we perform these movements. And I will give you specific cues and things to do and not to do, but the first idea to think of is in terms of movement and keeping your spine as flexible and as articulate as possible, because you are as young as your spine is flexible. We start in what we call a diamond position. Diamond position, you are sitting with the soles of your feet together. Your elbow and your hand is in between the middle of your body and the ankle, because you don't want the feet too far close into you. You want the feet further out. You want a nice triangle piece. You want to make sure that you feel both your sit bones on the mat, so you're not really falling back on it. You're up and over your sit bones. I want you to always think as though the spine continues way beyond the head, so we're just not cutting the head off at the neck. The spine literally starts from down in the coccyx, comes all the way beyond the top of the head. You place the hands by the feet as you contract the abdominals up and under into the rib cage, and you think in terms of the spine, again elongating and falling way beyond the toes, almost as if you're falling over into a deep body of water. So what I want you to do here is place your hands by the feet, belly pulled in, top of the head, and we're going to do what's called percussive breathing. We're going to do little pulses within the body each time we breathe. So we're going to inhale, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to exhale, 2, 3, 4, and again it's inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, and with every breath the body pulsates further and the spine elongates further and further. 7, 8, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3. Notice the head does not come up or go down. Again, it's an extension of the spine, and with each breath we pulsate and think of elongating that spine. Now after we do a few sessions of those, you put your focus of attention on the very bottom vertebrae, and as if it's a string of pearls, you can literally count the articulation of the spine as you lift it up, up, up. The head is the last to come up, so you don't want it to be head first. You want to think the spine elongating and lifting, keeping the shoulders down and up. When you're in an erect position, lift your heels about a fraction of an inch, the fingertips by the fingers, the arms slightly bent. Watch the shoulders that you're not hunched. Keep the shoulders down. Again, pull the abdominals up and under the rib cage. We inhale, and exhale, we start to roll down one vertebrae at a time to the small of the back, and then we inhale with the belly and lift up, and exhale down. Breathe into the belly. Feel one vertebrae at a time again down. Stay rounded, rounded. Then when you hit the sit bones, you start to lift up and again elongating beyond the head. And exhale down, keeping the fingertips by the knees, and belly in, up, and arms up, and we stretch forward again, inhaling, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling, 2, 3, and last one, inhale, 2, and exhale, 2, 3, and 4. Press the small of the back down, lift it up, hands again by the knees, contracting the abdominals. This time you're going to come all the way down to the small of the back and draw the heels in a little further. Make sure you're not lying almost flat down, but you're again using your abdominals and your buttocks muscles to keep yourself extended, and using the pectoral muscles also to lift up so you don't feel the tension in the neck. Keeping the abdominals pulled in, we lift the feet up to eye level, and then we place it down. Always use the air as resistance, as if you're pushing through mud, because if not, you're just lifting and lowering. But if you pretend like you're using the whole body and press down with breath, inhale, and exhale, and inhale. And if it's too hard for you to keep the head up, you can definitely put it down, draw the heels a little bit more and lift up
just as long as you're not really changing positions of the knees. You keep the knees in the same position and lift up and down. And then if you can lift your abdominals up to the spine, pull your abdominals way in again, and just do little forward pulses. 4, 5, 6, 7. If it's too hard on the neck, definitely put one hand behind the neck and just reach with the right arm. Remember to incorporate the buttocks as well, because if you're not incorporating the buttocks, all the work is being done in the front of the body, and you want the entire body to work in unison. Good. And then release, knees together, bring the knees into the chest and head down, and just draw the knees into the chest as you inhale, and think of the whole spine just being pressed down below the floor. So you're not just yanking the knees into the chest, you're actually thinking of like you're on a cloud. As you inhale and as you exhale, your whole back is just being lengthened and widened and stretched. Okay? Hands are down by the side. Make sure that your shoulders, the top of your shoulders, are pressing down against the floor. You don't want to be round shouldered. You want to be open. And sometimes it may help just to turn your feet, your hands, your palms straight up, and that will open up the chest as well. We extend the legs as much as we can. We flex the feet, take to the ball, and point. If you cannot straighten your legs, by all means keep it bent. Just think of working mainly from the abdominals, okay? And flex, ball, point, flex, ball, point, flex, ball, point. I'm going to stretch the legs now again as much as I can, but I'm pulling the belly way down, open up the shoulders, flex, ball, point. I'm breathing, flex, ball, point. One more, and flex, ball, point. Good. Bend the knees again into that diamond position. Lift the head up, chin to the chest, and roll all the way up and over again, and we round and we breathe. 3, 4, and So again, we're always constantly think of elongating and lengthening the spine. 6, 7, and 8. From the small to back, we press down. Again, when I say press down, just think of lengthening as you lift. The spine goes out beyond the top of the head. We lift the arms up. We turn the hands back. We tilt the pelvis, lift up. The chest is high. We drop the buttocks back to the hands. So now we've been able to do both a forward flexion, a backward extension. We can do some rotational exercises within that diamond shape. Inhale. Up, front, and down, and even some lateral here. Make sure as you stretch forward, you keep your left hip down and the left arm goes forward and up. Place it down, right arm out. Don't raise the hip, just stretch from the waist, lift and release. Okay, that's the diamond exercise, courtesy of Ron Fletcher, courtesy of Sheppard, the Sheppard method, and I thank you very much.